We are live. I put in the wrong Twitter account. That's fun. We are live. Welcome, guys, back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. I'm Timothy Earle, and today we've got some. We'll go over some games from last night. We'll talk about some games for today, and we'll kind of go over the free picks, how everything went yesterday, and we'll kind of go from there. Because yesterday was a nice day. I know free picks. I gave out Arizona, the under in the Arizona game, and who else did I give out yesterday on free picks? Because that's something that I should probably remember what I give out during the show. I'll go over to the Earle Sports Bets Twitter account, which you guys should all be following because I'll post the free picks there every day too, which I'll go ahead and put that in the chat because you guys should be following that. We're trying to reach 500 followers on there. We're at 476. Free picks yesterday with the under in the Arizona game and Oklahoma State -3.5. Taze Thompson anytime goal. Nikola Jokic triple-double, and then the Hornets ruined our undefeated day for free picks. But 4-1 on the free picks, it's not bad. I'm actually going to go ahead and post the free picks for today. I'll go even post all of our records too while I'm at it. So we're going to, if I have enough. Yeah, I do. Okay, good. We'll go ahead and post records and stuff. But the free picks for today include Texas Tech first half -5 and a hook. That's in college basketball, along with Oral Roberts plus 13.5, plus 13.5 in college basketball in the first half. So 2 first half bets for college basketball. NFL, I'm taking the Texans tonight. It's more of there's a lot of money coming in on the Bills, and the line's not really moved since it jumped to 5.5 right after Monday Night Football, and then it hasn't moved since. And there's a lot of money coming in on the Bills. I just think there's a weird spot for Buffalo coming off of a big win versus Tampa Bay. So I took a little bit of Houston action today. NBA, I took the Sixers minus the 2. And in the NHL, I took the Avalanche puck line versus the Rangers. I just like the spots for both of those. And we're gonna roll with those in for the free picks. Check out the show. Yay. Okay. That's all now posted on X or on Twitter. I don't like that. Now, complete recap from yesterday. Michigan team total over at 92. They finished at 86, so could not quite get there. Came a couple points away on that one. Harvard plus 12.5. They lose by 4, cover the spread. So that was a winner. Miami of Ohio minus 2.5. They win by 17. That was a winner. One thing that you're going to notice with me is I love going to the small schools. Valparaiso money line plus 125 at Cleveland State. Winner there. Trivia question to anybody in the chat. Let me know if you guys know where Cleveland State is located. And I'll come back to it once we're done. Where is Cleveland State located? The over in Bowling Green did not get there. That one finished 82.74. Did not hit 167.5. The under in the UConn game, though, came through. That one finished 71.67. Arizona gives UConn their first loss of the season. Richmond minus 7.5 first half. It didn't matter whether or not you bet them first half or full game. They were up 23 after halftime. They won the game by 33, so winner there. Charlotte Hornets were my one free pick loser that I gave out last night. Minus 120 on Charlotte. That was a loser, but minus 120 on the Toronto Raptors were a winner. They win by 9. Along with the Houston Rockets, minus 123 money line. They win by 10. So overall, good little run there. The Tage Thompson props split out. I had his goal. He did get a goal, but that was the only point that he got. He did not get over 1.5 points. I cashed a plus 125. I lost a plus 180. We go to the first quarter minus 1.5 for the Miami Heat. I tracked that one in BetStamp as a money line because for some reason BetStamp hates first quarters. That one was a winner no matter what you got because they win by 9 in the first quarter. Oklahoma State minus 4.5 gets there. They win the game by 8. That was a 103-95 game. So that was definitely interesting there. Nikola Jokic continues to get triple doubles. I believe that's now 9 and 5 in 14 games so far this year. Got there. Campbell didn't quite get there versus Weber State. They lose by 6. That was a plus 120 money line. Washington State minus 11.5 got there last night to end the night. We went 1, 2, 3, 4. We went 12 and 5 last night, up 7.06 units. Good day, good week, and we're going to try to keep it rolling today. Now, I did take something there's a game at 2:30 in college basketball. That's between High Point and Illinois Chicago. I did take High Point's team total. I took their team total over was 82.5. So we're gonna ride with that to start the day. Obviously, I gave out all of my plays earlier, but all the free plays. There's not really a whole lot to talk about today. There is a decent-sized hockey card, but I'm not really feeling a lot there. College basketball, we can quickly mention the fact that was a Arizona UConn played last night. That was a ranked matchup. That was kind of fun to see. UConn loses their first game of the year. That one did finish under the total, so that was nice for me because I had the under. And Arizona proves that they are a legit possible try to go for the number 1 team in the nation, and go from there. Couple fun games today, because Purdue goes up against Memphis. I did take Memphis plus 15.5 in that game. I just felt like that was a lot of points, and a lot of points that I don't really think they win by enough in order to do that. So, Wake Forest and Texas Tech play today. That's a 10.5 point spread now for Texas Tech. That's why I took them first half. That line opened up around 5. So definitely a huge little, not huge, but definitely a line movement there to keep an eye out on. So keep that one in mind. What else did we have last night? Alabama and Illinois played a fun game. Alabama gave Illinois their first loss of the year as number 11 over number 8. That was 90-86. Illinois was up at halftime. Alabama won the game. They won the second half by 5 points, so they got the job done there. Okay, I'm actually gonna go quickly look at that's what it was. We did have a little bit of fun MLB news with a signing that I'll quickly bring up because that's definitely something I've been keeping Underdog MLB up. Okamoto and Takahashi have been posted from the Japanese league, so keep an eye on there. Trade summary. Raisel Iglesias signs 1-year deal with the Atlanta Braves. So 2 players, free agents officially signed. And I'll mention the fact that I did do a video with Nick on the baseball talk with the Earle Bros. And I gave out. I mentioned Naylor to the Mariners, which was obviously correct. And I said Iglesias back to the Braves. So both of those were correct. So that was fun. Trade summary between the Braves and the Astros. Mauricio Dubon heads to the Braves, and the Astros get Nick Allen. This was strictly a salary dump. That is the only thing that I could imagine for that one. And I could definitely see the Houston Astros DFAing Nick Allen just because Astros did mention that they're not going to be spending a whole lot of money this year, and I could definitely see Dubon was owed like $8 million or something like that, and they just didn't want to deal with that, so they traded it away. Braves mentioned after that, they said Braves will continue to explore shortstop market following the trade for Mauricio Dubon, but are comfortable if he starts at shortstop. That's hilarious. Because Dubon was okay. He's not a great option for them. So sure, let him run. Let him run there. And then there was the one trade yesterday, and I did not mention it. And that was Grayson Rodriguez traded to the Angels for Taylor Ward. Huh? Now, we did get news that Grayson Rodriguez will be available for opening day next year because I know he missed the entire year with some shoulder issues, I believe it was. But if that's the case, and that's only 1 year of Taylor Ward, that's just a big kind of question mark. If anything, it's a really big win for the Angels, especially I was a big Grayson Rodriguez fan. Before his injury last year, I had a ticket for him to win the Cy Young. Obviously, that got voided out because he did not start a single game. So that got voided for me. So that was nice. And I like the upside for Grayson Rodriguez. He's got some good stuff if he could stay healthy. Taylor Ward's going to be a really nice bat for the Angels because for the Astros. Wow. Orioles, because the Orioles did struggle with slugging last year, and he would have been number 2 in slugging on the Orioles if he played for the Orioles last year. So definitely interesting there. I just noticed that I need to fix that because that is definitely not. I was definitely not 121 and 1400 in the NHL. I'll fix that later for that too. But that's definitely a interesting trade there. And then we'll quickly look at the NBA game, or not NBA, the football game for tonight. We got the Buffalo Bills and the Houston Texans. Bills 7-3, Texans 5-5. I believe the Texans are on the outside looking in for that playoff picture. Bills are currently in a wild card spot. They can't be comfortable right now. The Buffalo Bills are coming off of a nice victory, though, versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They won 44-32. That was after their loss to Miami. They have won 3 out of their last 4 games. And I do think Buffalo is going to be just fine. I think this is just a weird game because it's going to be Davis Mills. The line hasn't moved. The way that the Texans have been playing, I'm really surprised that and the fact that they have their backup quarterback and all that stuff in. Why are they only a 5.5 point dog? Like, I would have expected this number to be north of a touchdown. And the fact that you can get the Buffalo Bills for less than a touchdown should be setting off red alarms. Be like, hey, this is not right. And you've got a Texans team that, sure, they're coming off of barely beating the Tennessee Titans. And it's they came off of a big come from behind win against Jacksonville. So big win from them there. They have won 3 out of their last 4 after starting off the year 2-4. So they have been looking a little bit better as of late. And I took them tonight. I took them plus 5.5. I think I don't know if it's an outright spot, but I really like the Texans for tonight. So sign me up for Houston plus 5.5. But that's pretty much it. All of my premium, all of the plays for today are going to be over on the picksandparleys.net website. We've been running hot there. I will quickly pull up the picksandparleys.net website so we can show you some of the standings, because it is important to look at them sometimes. So I just, it's not bragging, I'm promoting. So we look at last 3 and last 7. We're number 3 on last 3. We're number 1 on last 7, up $1,922 in the last 7 days. Majority of it coming from college basketball. So there is a college basketball 5-pack on the site. Jump on that. We're up 9.19 units in the last 3 days in college basketball. College football had a nice weekend, so we're up there as well. Last 7 days, good in NFL. I don't think I'm going to be. Oh, I am. Hey, last 7 days in the NHL as well. So profitable in all the sports. So if you guys are interested in that, you can always just go here, click on Earle Sports Bets. Bada bing, bada boom. It shows you some streaks. It shows you this. And for all the people who, I know there's somebody who says, oh, we can't find what your picks were. Here you go. Here's where you can find the records and stuff. Here's all of the winners. Here's some losers. Those are the last 20 plays. So keep that in mind. You could definitely look it all up. So make sure you guys checking out the picksandparleys.net website as well. But that's going to do it. It's kind of a short show, not a whole lot going on. We'll have a little bit more of a conversation tomorrow about college football. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Once again, free picks for today: Texas Tech first half -5.5, Oral Roberts first half +13.5, Houston Texans +5.5, 76ers -2, and it was the Colorado Avalanche on the puck line at +127. That's going to do it for this edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. See you guys tomorrow. Good luck, guys.